Can Zeke deke again? It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And here now, the Baltimore offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the 2nd straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on first down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 6 catches, 54 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. from the pistol. Here's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a third down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Throwing now is Murray. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And Detroit getting set to go now. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
27 yards there, a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 16 carries, 93 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He's got it. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Powerful running. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And now the Lions defensive starters.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 3, check.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Murray now. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Murray to air it out again. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. 180! Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Here we go.
With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That one complete to Elliott. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A give to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Murray. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Elliott trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches, but it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Garoppolo now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Here we go. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run with Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal to...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I'm going back to you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skill.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyler Higbee. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Murray now still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's first down. Murray now to throw. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now Murray. Down his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Here we go. Left 80!
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Check 55 to Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Zeke with a shake and bake. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Murray going to throw, and he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Elliott, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
All day
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Dorsett's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 27, Garoppolo. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Green. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Murray now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They hand off to their big tight end, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man is Anderson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
That 1st down completion only netted of 3. 2nd and 7. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Murray off play action. That's caught by Howard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They go to Elliott again. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Draw play. This is Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Hines, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Play fake. Murray. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Murray now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? the back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. On play action, it's Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
First down.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And with that last play, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Lutz to try to add the PAT.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the offense onto the field once more, led by O.J. Howard. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now, they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surrounded with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll look to throw.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. as he's on to punt for Baltimore. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Ravens, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.